Okay, so I've been wrong about a couple things. This is the season. This is the season in which Dean kills Hitler. Alright, so we're season 12 of Supernatural now. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. And like I said, I may be a little bit jumbled. Anything after season 10 is just gonna together for me. You know, so I'm so sorry if I mess it up. This is my off the shoulder, just, going out there and doing, saying it. So, the season begins with Mary Winchester, now back alive, brought back by Amara. And, well, she's the same Mary who died in 1983. So now she's got to adjust to this world of 2018? 2017. She's got to adjust. And when we get to the end of season 13, I'm going to talk more about Mary coming back and stuff, because I'm conflicted with this. It was good to, have them have their mother back, whatever, but it was weird. So, yeah, and Sam is being held hostage by the Woman of Letters. Now, the British Men of Letters are brought in, specifically 2 British Men of Letters in this season. Mick Davies, doesn't last that long, believe me, I wish he would have lasted longer. And Ketch. 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 Ketch lasts longer than Mick, and Mick was the more beloved character. He's right there. There's Mick right there. Mick Davies. See him? Right there. So, yes. Lucifer's soul is bouncing around out there, going from body to body as it deteriorates fast, until he becomes a rock star, played by Rick Springfield. Now, they drum up some fake rock star name for him, but I don't understand is why they don't just have him be Rick Springfield. Because Rick Springfield didn't want to be possessed by the devil. He's playing the character, especially with Dean's immense classic rock background. Rick Springfield being possessed by the devil, by Lucifer, would be something he would, he would pop for. So I don't understand why they didn't just make him Rick Springfield, but yeah. Does it say the name? No. But eventually, Lucifer makes his way to the President of the United States and sleeps with the President's secretary, Kelly Klein, played by Courtney Ford. If you know that name, you watch Legends of Tomorrow, where she's Nora. Well, it's Nora Palmer now, but wasn't. I want to say Nora Freeze. So bad, but that's wrong. Nora Dark, yeah. But, yes, and she gets pregnant, which means she will give birth, because Lucifer is technically an angel, she will give birth to an angel-human hybrid known as a Nephilim. Now, I remember when I heard them say the word Nephilim, I popped, because I'm a big fan of the made-for-TV trilogy Fallen, starring, what's his name? Paul Wesley from Vampire Diaries. I love that trilogy. I'm a big fan. And yes, I will eventually review each of the 3 trilogies, but 3 movies in a trilogy, whatever. But yes, they said Nephilim, and I popped up. And Kelly's baby will be born a Nephilim. She will not survive, of course, but yeah. I think this is the season we introduced to the twins. We know one of them dies, and they were supposed to play off the brother, but they never did. And Crowley's son makes an appearance, which, okay, eventually Lucifer gets thanks to Crowley, gets trapped back in the body of Nick, Mark Pellegrino. And it's permanent, and it doesn't, because of some kind of spell that Crowley did, it's permanent, it doesn't deteriorate, that's his new permanent body. Which is good because, I think maybe they only did this body jump with him because Mark Pellegrino wasn't available to do it, but yeah, it's cool. And Mary does have some adjusting to do. She does leave the boys for a while. She comes back. She does her own thing, Yeah, not a lot of... British Men in Leathers are basically the big bad, sort of. But we get the finale. So the whole thing is leading towards the birth of this Nephilim. And as Cass takes Kelly and hides her in a house somewhere away from the boys because they want to, kill Kelly, stop the birth, whatever. And because Cass has seen what this child will become, he wants to make sure it is born. And, but in doing this, it breaks open the fabric of reality and opens a portal to an apocalypse world, a world where the boys were never born, and everyone is at war. This is where I have my big problems. So, this is like the last couple episodes that they do this in too. They decide they're going to use this apocalypse world to bring back some characters we've lost, namely Charlie and Bobby, and the Archangel Michael, who in this universe is evil. And portrayed by another Legends of Tomorrow guest star, you could say. The guy who played Des. I don't know the actor's name, but yes, he's the same thing. And yes. So, Lucifer is on the way to get a hold of his son because I think he wants to make the Nephilim evil in his image or take the vessel or something like that. Nothing was ever really... They just want to stop him from doing it. And Lucifer starts to go nuts. And then they decide to trap Lucifer in the other dimension. And Crowley has a spell that will close it. But in doing so, sorry about that. He must sacrifice himself. It doesn't work. It's not fast enough. It doesn't work fast enough. And Castiel is killed by Lucifer, but it's Cass. He'll be back. And Crowley sacrifices himself. Cass is killed. But Mary, she pushes Lucifer in, but Lucifer grabs her just before the portal closes, and now she's stuck on the other side. And then, dun dun, the baby is born. And Sam finds that it's a full-grown teenager. End of season. Okay, so now I usually brush through all the little mini episodes. The British Men in Leathers was an idea, but to me it was confusing because I was under the impression, maybe other fans were under the impression, that the Men in Leathers didn't exist anymore, and that's why no one knew what they were, because they died back in the 20s or 30s, whatever, 40s, whatever it was. But now you got these British Men in Leathers, and it's just, oh no, we're a secret society, and that's why no one knows about us. Okay, sure. But then why was the bunker that the boys were in empty? If there's still Men in Leathers. Maybe it's only in Britain? I don't know. The parallel world idea. It's fine. I've seen it done before on The Flash. Done very well. But here, they clearly did it because the fans were mad that some of their characters have been killed off. Specifically Charlie. Because Charlie's one of the characters that comes back to a different version. And also Bobby. And they're the two most beloved characters on the show. They're the two to come back. But the problem with this is they're not. It's not our Charlie. It's not our Bobby. They're not the same people. You've changed the characters, and it's not the same as bringing back the characters that we lost. It's not. It's different versions of those characters. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work. Your little plan to try to justify the fans' complaints, it doesn't work. You probably cause more problems. At least with me, I kind of got irritated by it. I'm like, okay, this is their solution. People have been complaining that, they killed off the two popular characters, and then Bobby's exit in season 9, or season 8, as that ghost going back up to heaven. That didn't really sit well with me. Okay, people want them back, so we give them back. But it's not them. It's different. It's totally different. It's not the same. Lucifer body hopping, it's fine. You get Rick Springfield, that's pretty cool. And, it works, I guess. Overall, season 12 was a little bit better than season 11, I think. So I'm going to give it a C+. It's enjoyable. It's good to see Mary back, but overall, I do have a problem with what they do with her. Full story. But yeah, it's fine. And so that ends my season 12 review. We're getting to season 3. We'll get introduced to Jack. Or season 13, not 3. We're getting to season 13 next time. We'll get introduced to Jack. So, until then, let me know in the comments below what you think of my review. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.